So if you're having problem with thyme, I'm going to fix that one for you. Whichever zone you're in, I'm going to fix your thyme problem for you. So I'm here today in the in-ground bed garden just to show you guys what is happening inside here. So the brassicas that I have in the backyard, the ones that are doing best are the ones in my in-ground beds. The ones in the bags, some of them are coming along, some are struggling a bit. But I'm going to tell you guys why I think some of them are really struggling. So for those 3 beds to the end, we have cabbages, broccoli and cauliflower in them. I also went in and mixed in a bit of bell pepper. So we have some bell peppers here and they're coming up. Down this middle here where you see that little row, I went ahead and I removed the straws and put in some bok choy and pak choy seeds about 2 days ago. So I'm waiting on germination and then I can go ahead and thin them out. The carrots, they didn't do so bad at all. I got good germination in this bed. This bed, I'm still getting germination. I'm still getting some tiny growth. So they're coming, seedlings, because these are past germination stage. Over in this bed, wasn't so bad. So if I should do a rough calculation, I can say between these 3 beds or among these 3 beds, I have over 100 carrots right here alone. I will have to go ahead and thin them out, but let's just wait a bit more for them to mature and then we can take out the weaker ones. For the tomatoes in this cage, most of them are doing well. They're coming up just fine. However, I have 2 or 3 in this cage that is not doing so well, but I have a petrol for them. So I'm going to share that one with you guys in this video also. We're here under the greenhouse and I'm just going to be doing a little mixture for those tomatoes that has those yellow leaves and are struggling a bit. So I have some table salt here. I'm going to tip a little in this bottle, maybe about a teaspoon. Have some hydrogen peroxide here also, and I'm going in with about 30 ml. Oh, that's more than 30 ml, but for a bottle this size, I'm not sure how much this bottle holds, but I'm just going by high. I have some rainwater in this container. You don't have to use rainwater if you're going to be doing this. You can just use your regular faucet water. But rainwater was already stored in this container here, so I'm just going to use it. Now I'm just going to shake it up in this spray bottle and we're going to go across and treat those tomato plants. You guys can see these tomatoes, they're beautiful, but when you come down closer, you have 2 that is just getting some yellow leaves. So right here, this is a tomato that is getting some yellow leaves and it is also dropping bloom. The blossoms are dropping off it, which it's a young tomato. So I'm just going to go ahead, incorporate everything and just spray this plant down. I'm going to try to catch the root area fully. So I'm going down all the way to the root. And I'm just trying to drench this entire plant. This one beside it over here, I'm also gonna spray it down all the way down to the root. And we should get rid of this fungus. For this method, I wouldn't be doing this method in late spring or too early in the fall. However, we're cooling down a bit now, so I'm not worried about these plants getting burned from the salt water. Many gardeners are afraid to spray salt water in the garden. This is not too strong. However, if the time was hot, I wouldn't be spraying salt water on my plants because it could have burned the leaves. Now we're in the cooler months. Fall time is here in Central Florida, so I can chance it and put the salt water down. The next thing we could have used is neem oil, but I still don't think now is the time for neem oil. I tend to go for neem oil in late November, mid to late November, till about the last week of January, and then I'll back off neem oil because neem oil will burn your plants if you're in a climate like this. Over here where I have the brassicas in the containers, these grow bags, the ones that I went ahead and changed the soil, I think it was a week ago, those are doing well. A week and a half ago, those are doing very well. I'm going to take you guys in a bit closer and show you them. The soil, that first soil that I bought when I was changing the entire backyard in June, that was a very bad soil. I will never buy soil from that company again. Even if it's a one-off thing from them, I don't trust it anymore to go there and get soil. I'll continue with the last landscaping company, Sunrise. I'll continue to get soil from Sunrise Landscaping Company because most of the ingrown beds and the bags that I've redone with that soil from the Sunrise Landscaping Company, they are doing well. And I'm not sponsored by Sunrise Landscaping Company. I'm not affiliated with them or anything. It's just a place where I go and buy soil for my garden as of recently. Like this cabbage over here, this is the one that I changed the soil. I changed the soil in that one and those that you see, those red cabbages all the way over there. These are bouncing back. This is coming very good. And most of the brassicas that I have here, that the soil was changed, they're coming along well also. So for my brassicas on this side, everything is looking well. I don't have a problem with any type of disease or funguses on this side of the garden, just with the tomatoes in that shelf area there. These I went through with salt water on the brassicas. You can treat your brassicas with salt water. I keep hearing people saying that salt water is not good for the garden. You can use diluted salt water on your brassicas. You can use it on most of your plants if the time is cool enough. So don't be afraid to go in and use a little bit of salt water in your garden if you're having pest issues at time or even fungal issues. So over here we have the thyme that I started back in June from the Walmart thyme cuttings. This is what it's looking like, and remember we were going against the odds because at the time the internet was saying it wasn't a good time to start them. But I was telling you guys that we can go ahead and get good results same way. So this is the patch of thyme that I have here, and now that we're in the cooler months where they should root faster, I'm going to go ahead and redo a video on thyme for you guys, how to start your thyme. So if you're having problem with thyme, I'm going to fix that one for you. Whichever zone you're in, I'm going to fix your thyme problem for you. This right here is a sweet potato that I planted back in May or early June, just at the time when we were starting this garden area right here. To know when your sweet potatoes are ready, the leaves will start to get brown or yellow, or most of them will fall back very easily. So if you come by your sweet potato and you can just touch the leaves and they just fall off the vine, most likely your sweet potatoes will be ready. Here in this bed I have more green onions or scallion. Also have some pak choy and some bok choy. They're kind of suffering with the rain now because it's beating them down, but on a dry day they'll bounce back. Next thing guys, papaya. I'm not sure how long ago we planted these papayas from seed, but the video is out there. Maybe I can pop it up on the screen or something. So these papayas, look at them. So this just goes to show that you can go ahead, buy your papayas at the store, sort the seeds out, just as I show you guys to get the male separate from the female, and then you plant your female papaya seeds. Look at this. So I have some papaya here for people who are in Central Florida and would like to get a papaya plant. I think I can give away about 6 of these. This one didn't catch, so these seeds didn't germinate. Last night alone, we got 4 inches of rain. And rain is coming right now as I'm speaking to you guys. Some of these tomatoes aren't doing so well also. These 2 right here, they are beautiful. I have some more down there. They are looking good. But I have 3 tomatoes that are not doing so well. I went ahead and sprayed them off camera with the salt and hydrogen peroxide mix, hoping that they'll come back to full strength. But this goes to show we all have problems in the garden, but it's not every time that we have a problem means that we have to go for chemicals. Nothing is wrong with the people who uses chemicals. However, you have some of us who just want to eliminate some of the chemicals out of our lives because we can't get rid of it all, but as much as we can, if we can just go this way and get rid of them. Let me take this out of the bed. So this was a very short one. That's going to be it from Country Marro. God bless you all. See you in the next one, and cheers.